Today we have some new potential leaks for Splatoon Raiders, giving us our first information since Nintendo shadow dropped that trailer on us. This information comes from a retailer in Malaysia that has seemingly shared some things about the game a little bit too early, which is something that we've had happen many times in the past with various different Nintendo games, so it's definitely super intriguing, and I can't wait to share the details with you. Go Nintendo is the one who released this article that I saw, so credit to them. And here's what they had to say about what Splatoon Raiders will have on offer according to this retailer. So for a start, they say it'll have a 2025 release, which I'll get more into soon, a focus on adventure and exploration, more of a story element, a new quest system, and also that the mechanic player is skilled in mechanical modification. So, nothing crazy here really about this game yet, but that's to be expected. We weren't going to get any massive leaks or information with this just yet. However, there is some very intriguing things in here. For a start, 2025 release date. Now, I personally think that is more of a placeholder, and I would not get your hopes up about it releasing in 2025. It definitely could, don't get me wrong, it's entirely possible, there's nothing stopping it, but I also feel like this could easily just as well be a 2026 game. So I think keeping our expectations in check is definitely important, because that is most likely just a placeholder like many of the ones were for the side order DLC and such. Next, they say focus on adventure and exploration. That sounds about right for the sort of story modes that we've gotten with Splatoon in the past, which this seems similar to, so that's not too much of a shock. However, more of a focus on exploration could be really fun, honestly, if that's something they lean into a little bit more than, say, just solving the puzzles in each level like we generally had. More of a story element also makes sense, and that's no surprise to anyone, I don't think. Of course, this is going to be very story-focused. I'm interested in what they mean by more of a story element, though, because Splatoon story modes are already very story-heavy, in my opinion anyways. So who knows, maybe they'll dive even deeper into Splatoon lore and such, we'll just have to see. New quest system is interesting, that could be a lot of fun if we've got certain quests that we need to complete to get rewards and such. I could definitely see that being a big part of the game. I feel like they kind of leaned into some of that kind of stuff with the side order DLC, not quite a quest system, but there were elements there from roguelike games and such, so I could see that happening here. And finally, the mechanic player is skilled in mechanical modification. I think this does suggest that our player character's main purpose there is to sort of build some of the gear and robots and that we've seen in the trailer. So it's interesting that they definitely have an actual purpose aside from just being the hero main character. They're here to do a job, which is a kind of cool new element. So yeah, definitely some really interesting new details. Like I said, there's nothing too crazy here at the moment, but it's still very early days. It's only been a little bit since this game got announced in the first place, but I'm intrigued to see what else gets shared in the future. I'll definitely make sure to keep you up to date with all the latest Splatoon Raiders news, so stay tuned for more videos. And if you made it to the end, be sure to comment Splat Gang down below so I know you did.